this video, we are going to explain what to do once you've been granted legal protection in France. Whether you've been granted refugee status or subsidiary protection, the prefecture must, within 6 months of a decision to grant you such a status or protection, send you an acknowledgement of an application for a residence permit, récépissé de demande de titre de séjour. This document will include a bénéficiaire de la protection internationale, an acknowledgement of your rights within the protections of international law. The prefecture can also ask you for a home address or a proof of accommodation in France. You may also provide the address where you're currently being housed. The récépissé gives you the right to work and allows you to access various social welfare benefits such as a bank account, allocation, stipends, grants, the health insurance, and the ability to request public housing. Your récépissé will be continuously renewed until the prefecture provides you with the permanent residence permit. As a refugee, you have the right to a renewable 10-year residence permit. If you have been granted subsidiary protection, you have the right to a renewable 4-year temporary residence permit specifically allocated towards vie privée and familiale for private and family life. As soon as you have received your legal status, you must fill in the family reference form that OFPRA will have sent you by the post. On average, you will have to wait several months before you receive your birth certificate from OFPRA. Once your birth certificate has been prepared, OFI, the French Office for Immigration and Integration, will invite you to a day of civic training, which includes a French language exam and the signing of the Contrat d'accueil et d'intégration. It's a welcome and integration contract. It is highly recommended that you go to this event to participate in the civil training day and to enroll in the French language classes that will be offered to you, and to sign the Contrat d'accueil et d'intégration if you would like to receive your permanent residence permit. As a refugee, OFPRA will serve as your city hall and your main administrative point of reference. From now on, you should inform them of any important changes in your life, marriage, births, divorce, etc., by mail registered post with acknowledgement of receipt, and your file number duly noted. OFPRA can revoke your status if you decide to renounce it, if you obtain French citizenship, if you voluntarily return to your country of origin, if you state your case before the consulate, the ambassador, or the administration of your country of origin, or if the reasons for which you've been granted asylum are no longer of concern or in existence. You are allowed to have regular contact with family members who remain in your country of origin without any risk of losing your status. As a refugee or as a beneficiary of subsidiary protection, you're also entitled to health insurance. You can receive a complimentary means tested CMU-C, couverture maladie universelle complémentaire, or complementary universal health insurance, meaning that it is dependent on your financial status. The allowance given to asylum seekers, ADA, will end as soon as you have received your legal status. With your refugee status or as a beneficiary of subsidiary protection, you have the right to work, and this right to work is stipulated on your récépissé. If you do not have a job, there are other financial aid options available. La Caisse d'Allocation Familiale, also known as the CAF, is a social welfare unit and it provides multiple grants to those in need, including the RSA, Revenu de Solidarité Active, a form of in-work welfare benefit for those who are over 25 years old, and the Allocation Familiale, family allowance, to support people who have multiple children under their care. We recommend that you become familiar with all its social aid options by going to your local CAF office or your county's or town's social services center, or on the internet. If you do not have stable housing, note as soon as you have obtained your récépissé, you are able to request public housing from the mayor of the municipality where you are being housed. You should know, however, that the wait depends on the département, and moreover that it is a longer wait within the Île-de-France region, between 4 to 10 years from your first request. While waiting, you can call 115 to ask for emergency housing. Your social welfare assistance can also help you solicit other types of low-income housing. Finally, you can request to stay at a shelter on the website DONOT. If you would like to travel outside the country, you need to wait to have your residence permit or your temporary residence permit to then request a travel document from the prefecture in the municipality where you reside. Finally, please be advised that you only have 1 year from when you obtain your formal refugee or subsidiary protection status to request to exchange your foreign driver's license. Best of luck!